D, I don't hear anything. Hush, we don't even hear nothing.
My God.
Hello, can y'all hear us? Y'all supposed to be listening to the video, but I just want to see if you can hear us now because D won't let me talk.
Hey guys.
We don't hear the video. That's the wrong video. That's the one without audio. We're just gonna shut it. Just gonna close it out.
Hey guys. We're
Hi.
so excited to see you guys. We're just
We're just. Oh my God. I created the banner, but it went away. Okay. Yeah. Hey. So hi. How are you? Come on in. Say hello.
come on in. Hi guys.
This is for compassion.
How are you guys? We are so excited.
How did you just move my arm?
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to figure out why you just moved my arm.
See, we're live.
Hey. I'm just trying to figure out why she just bumped my arm.
Yeah, guys, as we situate some stuff, go ahead and share.
Obedience is better than sacrifice. Yes. Please make sure you share. Okay. When you come in, please make sure that you say hello. Say hello. We are live on YouTube and on where you share to, because we end up sharing to the same places sometimes.
I just shared with the Tiana's too.
Okay, great. I'm glad you let me know that because that way I won't share it back to them. So make sure you share to your friends because we're going to be talking about obedience is better than sacrifice. And the reason that we want to talk about this is because I realized the other day, talking to another woman that had attended the conference, how many lives were actually changed, and had we not been obedient and gone through with the conference because of all of the things that was happening, then the lives, God would not have been able to use us to change the lives that He did change. And so we just want to encourage you guys.
See, look at my throat. I feel like I got throat. My God, we're on live.
I don't know what's happening with you. And plus, excuse me 1 second. I got a braid that's this way. Yeah. All right, now ready. Okay, so listen. We want to talk to you guys about obedience is better than sacrifice. Make sure you guys say hey because for some reason, I don't know, Dee chose this avenue to be able to post through.
Hey, Sade.
You see Sade?
Yes, I do.
Hey, girl, hey. Make sure you share. So Dee chose this avenue, this yard stream, and it's a pretty cool, but for some reason we can't see all of the comments, and we're on both YouTube and Facebook. So, anywho, we just want to talk to you again about obedience being better than sacrifice. So, I want to start out talking about how I got a cough. It's really sad that I got to announce that I got a cough because of COVID nowadays. So I'm just going to step to the side and cough real quick while I detox. Don't push me. Detox.
We're
That's ridiculous. Literally. Like,
hey, Miss Missy.
This is. Oh. Hey, Mary. You know, see Mary?
Oh, I didn't see her.
Okay, so listen, let's get right into this. We want to talk about the conference. We came in and we did a little briefing after the conference or what have you, and we talked to and we shared like all of our and we shared all of some of the highlights, and we thanked people and all those good things. But at the same time, we didn't tell you guys like what it took, what we went through for this conference. And so I want to be able to tell you guys that, and I want to tell you why it's so important and encourage you that if God is telling you to do something, do it. If God is telling you to do something, no matter how much warfare you're up against, no matter what you're going through, no matter who tells you don't do it, do it, because there is a reward in your obedience. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. So, a lot of people, some people know, some people don't know, but starting back in when we start planning for the conference, back November of last year, we were going to do not a conference. We were going to be doing a vision board party. And if anybody follows Tiana's Tea, or any of you know what Tiana's Tea does, you know that every year we have a vision board brunch. We have a huge vision board brunch. Why your phone up? No, not my phone up. Anyways, yeah. So we have a huge vision board brunch every year, and it is themed around women. We do, one year we did the female torso, Envision You 2020. Another year we did shoes. What girl were you going in these shoes? And then this year we were doing, last year, well, for this year, we're going to do a mirror, reflections of a woman, women looking at themselves in the mirror and seeing yourself the way God sees you. So we were really excited about that. And we have been praying, um, honestly have been praying since the beginning of the year. Kind of agitated with some things that we saw going on, right? We were agitated with some things going on, and like, God, it's just got to be more out there. Like, God is too creative for people to be doing the same things and just being in the same spaces. And so, one day I was praying, and let me tell you how important it is for you to have people in your lives that, number one, that are covering you when you are doing God's kingdom work. It is important that you have people, mentors. The Bible says, surround yourself around godly counsel. It is important that you have people around you that you can trust, that are going to cover you, that are going to pray for you and intercede for you. And there are times when God will even speak and confirm what he's telling you through those people. And so one day, I was praying, just really frustrated and agitated, because this is the other thing. When you are frustrated and agitated about something, let me tell you, the enemy will constantly bring it up in your face. The enemy will constantly bring it up in your face. So you know how, like, somebody, like, you can be not be fond of somebody, right? And every time you hop on Facebook, that's the first person you see, and you're like, oh my God, I don't even understand why. When the enemy knows something agitates you, he will constantly bring it up. So being agitated, and I'm like, God, this is not the person that I want to be. I don't want to be agitated. I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to be that person, but I know there's more out there for me. And so praying, God told me something, and I called and I shared it with Dee, and I even started, I was like, oh yes. So we're going to do, and it was, hey Delsh, and it was going to be, what was it, Dee? Come on. Brunch tours. God said you're going to be doing brunch tours, and he said you're going to travel everywhere. You're going to be doing these brunch tours, and I was so excited, and I shared it with my team, and they were kind of like, this thought that we were going to be traveling. And I was like, well, it wasn't supposed to be like a lengthy process. He told me exactly how to do it or whatever, and it was brunch tours, and it was a bus, and it was like Tiana's Tea brunch tours coming to a city near you or what have you. And two of my mentors called me, hadn't shared anything with them, called me and confirmed the word that God was speaking to me. That was back the beginning of the year, or before that?
It was in the beginning of the year.
Okay, so that was the beginning of the year. But now, mind you, so all along we had this brunch going on, this vision board brunch that we were planning to be doing all along. Okay, so come and typically when we do a brunch tour, no,
that was the end of the year.
It was the end of the year.
It was the last time we did that last brunch with everybody.
I'm gonna tell you why it was the end of the year. It was the end of the year because I don't think that we realized that. Did we know we were going to Miami? Yeah, it was the end of the year, because that's when we was like, okay, we were gonna go to Miami. Miami was gonna be the first place.
Wait, when did we do our last the brunches that we've been doing, like the meet and greet? We had a meet and greet
on the boat. That's the last one we did.
That's when we thought about it.
No,
I think so.
No, it
That's
was
my
not.
story.
I'm sorry, your story is wrong. Okay, you got to know your own story because people will tell your story wrong. You got to know your own story.
Since you're getting a little older, you're forgetting stuff.
You're not far behind me, sis. So listen, it was not then, but anyways, it was towards the end of the year because that's when we was praying, and that's when God said, "Okay, we can go to Miami." You don't remember that? That's how we knew because we had to put the flyer out before this year.
Let me look because I have receipts. I keep receipts.
Keep
Honey.
your receipts, baby, because I like receipts. I like receipts because I don't tell lies.
Whoa, I'm sorry, y'all.
So,
let me
anyways,
check my records.
check your records. So, anyways, we knew we were going to Miami. God said, "Okay, you can go to Miami," and I was like, "Yes, Miami! This is gonna be so great." I mean, I was like, as a matter of fact, I was like, "This is gonna be the beginning of the brunch tours, right?" Because we thought we was going to do a little vision board party. What's up? Oh, no, I thought you found. Come on, find the receipts, honey. So, anyways, we go to So we're planning for Miami and we're planning for the vision board brunch. And I'm like, yes, we're gonna have a vision board brunch, and oh yes, everybody, all the girls gonna want to go. All my sisters gonna want to go, and we're gonna just have a good time in Miami and just, oh yes, this is gonna be amazing. So we're planning, and God knows.
When did you say we talked about the brunch tours?
Go ahead, tell me when.
When did you say we talked about the brunch tours?
The end of the year.
What's considered the end of the year?
What the heck do you mean? Before December is out.
So what does the end of the year mean?
Hey, Mika, what? What? The, what is this?
That's when that was.
This is what we're.
No, that's not it. That's not it. That's
No,
not it.
this is it. This is it. October. I know what I'm talking
Wait,
about.
let me check my records again.
Listen,
Because
you ain't got to check your records, honey. I check my relationship. I know God. Me and God is like this right here, honey. I know when He talked to me, and I know that it was when we talked about those brunch tours, and then He released us to be in Miami. That's when we put that flyer out, and we said we're going to Miami. Thank you. I know God, honey. That's my
I gotta let the elderly have it.
whatever. Say whatever. You need to be taken for this elderly because, as you can see, I know myself.
Amen.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. And so, yeah, so we planning our little brunch or whatever, and things are just not happening the way that they usually happen. Like things are not, they're not clicking the way they usually happen. Typically, when we do an event, we do, especially here in our home city, Tampa, things like click right away or what have you. And listen, we get it done. But this time, it was not happening. It was like we were getting the speakers, we were getting everything lined up, but the people, like we were running into so many roadblocks with people being able to attend. And so as time was moving on, and let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody tell you.
Look,
What?
the dog.
What dog?
The dog right there.
Oh,
There's no
it's a
chair.
dog. That dog don't want you, girl.
That don't even look like a dog. Is that a dog?
Oh no. Stop talking about your dog.
What is that?
That's a dog.
Oh my God,
He
y'all.
don't have. He don't have. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Hello.
Is that a dog?
Hello.
Oh my God. He's not gonna come.
He's so cute. Hello.
I thought you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, first of all, T need to practice stop lying. That dog was not cute. That was the ugliest
that's why
dog
you
I've
loud.
ever seen in my life.
loud.
That don't even look like a dog. Why would you say that?
Oh no.
That looked like
It was a dog.
look at his eyes.
His eyes is on the side of his head. They're not straight. They're not straightforward. They're like this.
Oh,
It's like,
I've never seen a dog like that in my life.
it's a dog. It was. You didn't see the dog. Y'all didn't see. He came right up in my lap. My God.
Oh my
And
God.
this one right here, she terrified a dog. As if that dog wanted her, but it did look weird. But it was.
Is it a human dog or what
No,
that was?
it was
a
It was a dog.
it was a dog slash.
He looked like. Honestly, it looked like a sheep.
Yes, a dog slash sheep is a dog.
It's called a sheepdog.
No, it's a.
Oh no. Oh my God. See, that's how the enemy come in with distractions. A whole dog. We in a whole building. Dog ain't supposed to be. Dog ain't even supposed to be in here. I'm gonna see if he gonna lose his privileges being here because they.
Come down.
Okay, back
I'm
to what
sorry,
we were
we're
saying.
back.
All right.
Ooh.
I just saw so weird. All right. So back to what we were saying. So things were not going the way that they were going or what have you, and it became a little frustrating. It wasn't that we weren't getting the speakers and all those things right. It was more so it was roadblocks for people to attend. We were coming up with roadblocks for people to attend, and we were kind of like, what, maybe? And I know what I was telling y'all. Listen, I don't know what they told y'all about conferences, but when I tell you, do not think that people are literally like that. Don't think that people are trying to, cheat you out of your money or what have you, especially if they have a conference with substance, with some substance like we had. Listen, number one, you have no idea the money it takes to put on a conference. Some people think it just happens overnight, or some people think, oh, it doesn't take that much. Listen, it takes a lot of money to put on a conference. And so typically we fund all of our events out of pocket, um, because we are nonprofit. But listen, dollars and dollars and dollars, honey. Yes, Rita, dollars. And so with that being said, you know, um, besides the other things that we were doing, it costs a lot of money. So, nobody knows like the visionary knows uh the stress, the heartache, the pain of putting on something of this magnitude and having people count on you. Number one, you're leading people. So you have your team that you have, they're counting on you, they're watching you, they're looking at you saying, okay, you hear from God, the dog is back. The dog is back.
I'm gonna take a picture for you guys to see the sheep.
Look at it running.
That's a sheep. That's not a dog, y'all.
That's definitely a dog.
Promise you, it's a sheep.
It's definitely a dog.
No,
What are you doing?
I want to.
Yes, Mika, it is a lot. And so people have no idea the warfare, the mental warfare. Let me tell you something. When you get ready to do something that God tells you to do at the magnitude in which we did this at, be ready. This is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. When I tell you the mental attacks that I was under, that I'm like, what is going on with my mind? Why am I thinking like this? Why am I feeling like this? And honestly, T, leave the dog alone.
I want them to see the sheep. Sorry, I just really want y'all to see the sheep because I don't think y'all
That man,
understand.
you go get in trouble with that man. You take a picture of that man dog. You take a picture of that man dog.
Let me look on the internet if I see a sheepdog.
It's not gonna be the sheepdog that you saw, that you see on the internet. Okay, so anyway, so nobody knows the mental anguish that I was going through. Not only that, then it's the stress of having to pay for, having to come up with the money to do these things. And I know people say to you, people say all the time, oh, if God gives you a vision, he's going to fund the vision. He absolutely funds the vision. He funds it through you and the things that you do and the people that he connects you with. But when it's new to you, you exactly, Mika. Watch. Exactly, Sade. Look, she's supposed to be over here talking about obedience is better than sacrifice. And she looking up sheepdogs.
I just really want to show
Just
y'all.
look at the sheep. Look at Bianca. Send me the picture, D.
I'm
A whole distraction.
This is it right here, y'all. Oh, y'all
They
can't,
can't see that.
Oh my God. I'm gonna drop it in the comments. That's what it looked like right here.
That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So listen. Okay, so anyways, back to what I was saying. So really the mental I at one time I thought to myself, I just don't even know if I'm gonna survive this. Listen, my marriage was under attack. So many things were under attack. going through this, and that's why you have to have a team. You have to have a team around you that is strong, that is ready to pray and intercede for you. And I told you once again, you got to have people in your life that are able to discern when you're going through things that God can speak to. And there were times when people would contact me and call me out the blue. Um, yes. Thank you. But there are times when people would call me out the blue and just pray.
I'm so scared because the dog.
Did you just jump?
I did. Oh my
You
God.
was a whole distraction.
I'm a
Yeah, when I
distraction.
do my lives, I don't have foolishness. I don't have to deal with stuff like this
Well,
right here.
we don't normally have dogs that come in our lives.
You're right, but still. Hey, Melanie. So yes. So trust me when I tell you the struggle is real, the attacks are real. But all of that, everybody knows I love people, and I don't want to, I never want anybody to think that I'm taking advantage of them. I never want anybody to think that, oh, she said she was gonna do this and she didn't do it. And so one of the biggest hurdles that I had to get over was that we had already started collecting money for the conference, and it was looking like this ain't happening, this is not happening. And that's those are the vibes that I was getting, and I was like, God, what is going on here, right? So I actually um this was probably what we were like, what, 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And anybody knows me also, I am a we gonna get it done, we gonna make it happen. I don't know how, but we gonna make it happen. So I'm a make it happen type of girl. So I'm like, whatever it takes to make it happen, that's what we're gonna do. All right. So we're I'm on the phone with D, and we're still planning stuff, planning in my heart, in my mind. As a visionary, I'm thinking to myself, God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? God, I need you to rescue me out of this. I need your help. And I don't know if you guys know, but sometimes God don't answer the way that you want him to answer. I'm telling you, I think I did a message. I did a message. I don't know if I did the message on it, but I know I talked about a few weeks ago in Kings where not Gehazi, but Naaman thought that God was going to answer him one way through Elisha when he had leprosy. And because God didn't answer the way that he thought he was going to answer, he almost missed out his blessing. Let me tell you something. I was like, God, I don't know what we're going to do. And I was on the phone with Dee this one day. And I knew in my spirit, I don't know about you, but I knew in my spirit, when you know God, you know what he's telling you. And I knew he was saying, you got to put it on hold, put it on stop. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And I was like, whoa, I don't even know what's happening. So I literally got off the phone with D from planning, like, yeah, D, just go ahead and do whatever. I got off the phone with D, and I literally laid on the floor, no clothes on. So I was in the bathroom,
She basically saying she was butt naked.
no clothes on, and I literally laid on the floor crying. Like, God, what in the world? What am I going to do? How am I going to tell these people what you're saying? Like, I don't understand. How can it not happen? And in the midst of my crying, God sent the woman of God to call me. As a matter of fact, it was an accident. It was my accident, but it was God's intentions. A woman of God
Oh,
called
that's
me.
a word.
It was say what I said. It was my accident.
But it was God's
It was God's intentions. Ha, that's the word. Listen, I was in the midst of crying and my phone rang. And here is how I know it was God. The night before, I had the intentions of scheduling a message to go out to her because I knew that she would call me. And I was going to schedule a message to go out to her before we got going. But who knew I was going to wake up in the morning and God was going to be telling me to postpone the whole conference. So I thought that, okay, it's going to work out well, right? So I did not. I didn't. The phone rang, and I knew that I had to answer the phone. So I answered the phone, and the woman of God said to me, she said, um, she called me for her own reasons, but she said, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "Nothing." And she said,
Oh my God, they go to sheep. Oh my
He
God.
coming.
Come on. I'm gonna hit that dog.
What's wrong with you? People don't like people that hit dogs. What the hell's wrong with you? That dog ain't bothering you.
My God.
What is wrong with you? That dog turn it the other way. People don't like people that hit dogs. Dogs are innocent.
But my problem is, why is that dog?
Because
just
dogs,
friendly?
because he's friendly. You walking around free, ain't you?
That's a distraction.
You got to be very, very cautious of people who have problems with pets and animals. Hey, Katusia. So listen, a woman of God said to me, "What's wrong with you?" And you need people who know you. You need people who know you in your life. And I said, "Nothing. I'm fine." And I've been crying my eyes out. And she said, "Oh no, you know I'm mama. I know you." And I said, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." And then all of a sudden, you know how when you really, really crying, you know when you're going through something, you really be crying, and then it take like
Everybody,
by
three.
the,
How you doing?
the third, how you doing? You be like,
Who you like?
I'm crying. I'm crying. No. That is what happened to me. I bust out in tears. And I said, "Oh my God." She got another one. Girl, listen, I bust out in tears. And I said, "Oh my God, did I miss God? Oh my God, I think I missed God. I was gonna go to Miami and I was gonna do this whole thing. And I was like, and now it's not gonna happen." And I'm like, did I miss God? And she said to me this. She said, first of all, calm down. She said, "You did not miss God." And I was like, okay, because you know you need a woman of God who, when you irrational, they rational. You know that they thinking in their right mind. So although you didn't, that's me to you. So when they think, they're not thinking in their right mind, right? And so you're not thinking in your right mind. So you know they thinking in their right mind because you know they hear from God. You need somebody that you know they hear from God. Because it's times when you got to question, look, I don't know if that was from God. Maybe I missed God. And you need that woman of God in your life to say, "No, you did not miss God." So, honey, I said, she said, "You did not miss God." She said, "You need to take a step back." She said, "You need to pray about it. And you can ask God, what is he saying? And if God says, whatever God tells you to do, that's what you need to do." I said, "But I don't think he's telling me. I don't keep telling me don't do it." She said, "Whatever he's telling you to do, you need to do." Hey, Angela. And I said, okay. And so I got off the phone with her. I cried some more. I prayed some more. And then I heard just as clear as day. And I know it wasn't me. I know that it wasn't me, because if it was me, I would have made it happen. It would have been me, D, and 2 or more, 3 people in the room. But we would have been there with
It was
all
a little
that
more
money,
than 2 or 3.
with all that money out of pocket. And I heard God say, "Postpone." I want you to notice something. He said postpone. He never said cancel. See, sometimes God said don't do it, don't do it. You got to be intentional about obeying God's instructions. He never told me to cancel it. He told me to postpone it. And I was like, "God, postpone to when?" And he gave me the date to postpone it to, right? So, I mean, after he said postpone it or what have you, honestly, I was relieved. It was so weird. You know how they say that God gives you a peace of God that surpasses all understanding? Ordinarily, I'd have been like, "Oh my God," I've been out of my mind. But when I tell you, it was like somebody stuck a pin in a balloon, and I was like, I can stop worrying. I can stop trying to force things and make things happen. Because remember, we started planning this at the end of November. It was not supposed to be a conference. It was a vision board party. It didn't take all of this. So now here it is, something we've never done before in a whole nother city, and we trying to make it happen in about 4 months. Okay, we had lost our mind. So God said postpone. So I called D, and D, what happened?
Mind you, I think we were probably like two or
About
3 weeks away.
Uh-huh.
And I was pulling up to, that dog was running.
That dog don't want you.
Sorry. And we were literally, I think I was pulling up to Pro Copy to get some stuff, get some flyers for the event. And we're like, and I'm talking to T before I go in. "All right, T, we need to solidify some things. We need to solidify some things And then so she was like, "All right, T, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you back." In the voice that I heard, I was like, "Whoa, what is that?" And then so then after a while, she called me back and she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna postpone." I said, "Huh?" I said, "T, you all right?" I'm like, "T, you all right?" And then her voice, me knowing who she is, like, I mean, you're saying you're all right, but I don't know. So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna come over there." And she was like, "No." It is so in my mind. I'm like, "What the heck is
No,
that?"
no, no, no. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. You kept saying, T, are you sure? You sure, T? Because she was like, nah, you can't be saying postpone it. Like, nah. This she was trying to make me doubt what you call it. Like, T,
No,
you sure?
I'm gonna tell you guys when I was relieved because it was a lot happening. It was a lot in, but I wanted to make sure that she wasn't just sure. So I wanted to put eyes on her. So I'm like, "Okay, T, I'm gonna come over there." So she bucking. "No, I don't want to come. No, 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 you don't gotta come.
I
I'm
didn't need
okay.
nobody to come. I was fine, honey.
I'm okay. I'm okay." And I'm like, "You sure?"
Hear
And
me.
so me, I'm thinking about these last few months that we've been planning this. I'm like, "Oh no, clearly she can't be okay. Clearly." And so I'm just riding around like, "What the heck? What just happened?" I'm trying to figure out what's going on, what to do. All right. So I called her. "You sure you don't want to come over?" "No, don't come over." I said, "Bump it. I'm gonna go over there anyways."
Did my husband text you?
I'm trying to remember. I think so.
He did. He did.
And he said to come over there, right?
And he told you to come over there. I don't know why they act like I'm so fragile. Listen, me and God, if I heard it from God, I'm good. I don't care what nobody say.
All right, sis. And then so I went over there and I saw her, and then I just literally saw the piece that was over her,
Like a river.
I literally saw the piece that was over her, and I was like, "All right, let's send out these postponement letters. Let's cancel these fights. Let's go ahead." And that same day, we literally sent the postponement letters out. And then let me tell you the grace of God that was on that.
Wait, can I say something really quick?
No, calm down.
No,
You
no,
was oh my God.
Oh yeah, I was talking a lot.
Let me tell you the grace of God. That was the first indication that what we did was the right thing. We called the hotel and told the hotel that we was postponing.
First of all, tell them you got to tell them what.
Here you go. Go ahead, sis.
You got to tell them what the beginning of it was, because you got to tell them like what it was gonna cost us if we hadn't been out that stuff, so they can get the idea.
Go ahead.
Don't even. I don't remember.
Go ahead, woman of God.
I don't remember, y'all. All I know, it was gonna cost a lot of money. Listen, don't let people think because you call a hotel and you be like, yeah, I want a room block for for a certain amount of people or whatever, and you be thinking like, okay, well they got these discounts on these rooms. No, ma'am, those discounts on those rooms are solely dependent upon people booking those rooms. If they don't book those rooms, guess what? You are responsible for that cost. We learned that, honey. Not that. God is so amazing because we kept having to call and add rooms, but that was the kickback, is that we thought like canceling them. Mind you, we are 3 weeks away. If we didn't get those rooms booked, we were going to be responsible for that cost.
Yep.
So go ahead, D, tell them. Go ahead and tell them about the grace, the favor.
So
the favor of God, when you know God is in it, when you know God got you.
I'm not sure if she want me to talk or if she want to keep talking.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It is so. We call Claudia, which is the person that we work with, and she literally was like, I think I don't know if she said, "Are you sure?" I think it was probably a release to her because she was like, "Yeah, they ain't got their stuff together." They
Probably like, listen, I don't know what conference she got going on, but yeah.
So it sounded like it was a release to her as well. But what she told us was if we canceled, we was literally going to lose everything that we gave her. But because we're canceling,
postponing.
Just because we're postponing.
Remember, God didn't say cancel; He said postpone. Yes. In obedience. You gotta obey His instructions.
And because we're postponing, It's only going to be a $500 charge for that. And I
Favor.
was like, that's it?
Did she even charge us?
Honey, think about it. I don't even think she charged us that. Hey,
When
man,
God
Phil.
is in it. Favor ain't fair.
So yeah, so we just started sending out letters,
Mhm.
and but what we did decide to do, we still went to Miami, and
Yes.
my
So, because you gotta be strategic. You gotta because God said to still go. God said to still go to Miami, and it was like really weird because it was like, okay, God, what you want us to go to Miami for? Well, this is what He said to me. He said, I need. Oh no. When I got quiet, I began to hear from God. God, I don't understand. What is this postponement about? Mind you, now I'm trying to figure out what is happening here. When we still didn't know that, we didn't realize that this was going to be a 3 to 4 day a 4 day conference. Mind you, this. So I got quiet, and God began to speak, and He said, I need you to go there and scout out the land. He said, it's bigger than what you think it is. This is bigger than what you think it is. Your purpose is for going to Miami is greater than what you think it is. And I was like, what? So He was like, I still need you to go to Miami. And so the dates that we were supposed to go to Miami for the conference, we still went. Right?
Mhm.
All right. We still went there, and God gave us specific instructions, delayed but not denied. Yes, ma'am. And so He gave us specific instructions. He gave me, when I go there, we are going there to scout out the land. I called one of my mentors, Prophetess Michelle, and she got there. She came there, and me and Dee went down there, and then Tracy, one of our team members, met us down there. But before they got there, we would wake up in the morning praying, and I'm like, God, what is this about? What is this about, God? And God began to show me exactly what He was sending me to Miami to do, and why He was. I asked God, why? I don't understand why you're sending me from Miami. Why are you sending me from Tampa to Miami to do this? Like, there's women that can do this in Miami. And He began to tell me specifically why it was that He was sending me there, and the revelation became so clear as to what God wanted. So we spent that time in Miami praying and scouting out the land. We met with some amazing friends. We met with Katusia. We met with Samantha. We met with some amazing women while we were there. They began to confirm the word of the Lord and begin to speak the word of the Lord concerning what we were coming to Miami to do. And it was just such an amazing time. And let me tell you, this again is the first time that we've ever done anything to this magnitude. So, like, I'm not a deep spiritual, like, spiritual person or whatever like that. And but I love God. I am a devout Christian. I have a great relationship with God. I fear the Lord, but I'm not all deep. I'm not religious. You know what I mean? So, doing a conference, it was like, what have you. But when I tell you, so this was all new to me. Like, God, you want me to do a conference on a conference? Like, what is this about? What is it? What is all this about? And so, listen, don't be afraid to step out in the deep with God. Do not be afraid to step out in the deep with you. He will not let you fall. He will not let you fumble. When I tell you, my mindset pertaining to conferences and what God was about to do in Miami was completely different than a conference had ever been. Like, I haven't been to a conference like this before. And he didn't change who I was. It wasn't, he didn't make it this deep religious thing, because he wanted to meet women where they were. He didn't call me to the four walls of the church. He called me outside of the four walls of the church. And so I'm so grateful about that. Now, fast forward, D, go ahead, talk about the conference. What happened?
What do you want to talk about?
The conference. What happened? Oh, we're back.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about so it was I think what was amazing to me, it was the fact that we were reaching out to a lot of people in Miami. Mind you, we're not from Miami. We don't know a lot of people in Miami. So this is like foreign grounds for us. So all we're doing is like reaching out to different, we're looking for women empowerment organizations. We're looking for churches that have women groups to invite them. Like we're literally emailing them, DMing them, like this is what we're doing. And it's like it was just difficult. Like, and honestly, those wasn't the people that we were supposed to be reaching in the first place. They were not the people that needed to be there. And so it like it started getting discouraging, but I didn't want T to know that I was a little discouraged. So I'm just like, okay, we're gonna keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And so we just kept going. And I remember someone was saying something about somebody with access, like giving us, and then God came back and tell T, I ain't asked you for the I didn't tell you to go get no access.
He did. He this is what he did. So when we came back, then we came back from Miami, and then God had the woman of God to call me. Dr. Regina Martin called me, and it was so amazing because she confirmed, not knowing, she confirmed everything that God had said to us and everything God said to do. And she said, I just want to encourage you. Number one, you did not miss God. Number two, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And that was amazing because I had never spoken to her before. She'd never spoken to me before.
She texted me one day. Her assistant texted me and said she want Tiana's number. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, T, Miss Regina want to talk to you.
I was like, oh God, what I done did? Lord, what happened? What's going on? What is going on? And so these are the things that happened that began to confirm what God was saying to me. And I knew that I had not missed God. I think Nika said it earlier, delay is not denied. Remember that, ladies, delay does not mean he's denying you. And like Dee said, yes. So there were people that I was instructed to reach out to speak to in the city, because those particular people or those particular organizations or ministries held like the keys or the gates to the city. And I was instructed to go to those people, go through those particular ministries, and ask. And it was like bricks trying to get to those people. And I'm like, God, I want to be obedient. I'm trying to be obedient. And I remember, like, I don't understand, like, why, if I'm supposed to be doing this, you told me to do this, and I'm trying to reach the people that are important for me to reach in order to get access to the city. Why is it so hard? And God said to me, I didn't tell you to get access. I already granted you access.
Period.
Listen, there are times when God will grant you access. God will grant you access to things, and people will make you go through all kind of hoops. They will make you go through all kind of did you just don't, why is so come up? There you go. People will make you go through different avenues that God didn't require you to go through. You got to know when God gives you access, when God says the door is open, when God says, I want you to do this, I want you to do this. You got to know that it came from God, because man will have you going through hoops trying to get through something God already opened up for you. Listen. So anyways, fast forward through all of that. I'm just going to skip really quick to the conference. We get to the conference, and it is such a powerful, dynamic move of God. I mean, the word was, it was going to be epic. It's the light behind you. You're going to move the people's light? You're going to move the people's light? You're going to move people's light? My God.
I'm not touching nothing.
You're going to move the people's light. Let's just move over here.
You all right, sis?
I'm all right. Come over here. There you go. Oh, look. Now there go another light. All right. It's the light. The light follows us. All right. So listen. So you got to know that number one is that when God tells you to do something, God is instructing you to do it. Jacob. God is instructing you to do it. You do what God told you to do. But we got to the conference. Yes, Bianca said the conference was everything, and it was epic. That was the word that kept being spoken, is that it was going to be epic. It was going to be something that Miami had never seen before. God was going to move in ways that He'd never moved before. And when I tell you what prompted me to do this, particular live is that when we got back to Tampa, I began to see God open doors. I began to see God like expand territories. I began to see God move in the lives of women like never before prior to the conference. And it was just so amazing. And I spoke to woman after woman after woman. And I think the other day I spoke to the last woman, and she said to me, listen, since I have come back from the conference, when I tell you I had to hire an assistant, like so many doors have opened, so many opportunities have opened.
The sheep is back.
So many doors of opportunity had opened up. It just blessed me because in that moment I stopped and I said, imagine had I not been obedient. Imagine had I canceled when God said postpone. Imagine had I thrown in a towel when God said to keep going. Imagine had I given up when God said, nope, I want you to keep going. I want you to keep moving. I want you to keep going forward. So it blessed me as I keep speaking to women of God, that keep telling me how since the conference God changed their lives, because I knew that God had called women that He had been calling to the front line. He had been wanting to move greatly and mightily in their lives, but for some reason there was a stagnancy. There was a comfort there in being behind the scenes and not moving forward. And I knew that God wanted to call those women. He was calling those women out of their comfort zones into a place, into the marketplace, into your workplace, into ministry, into organizations, into places that they had never been in before, but they were desiring to go into. He needed them to come so that He can touch and move in their lives like never before. And I'm telling you, at the conference, that is exactly what happened. And I was so blessed. But it dawned on me, what would have happened had we not been obedient? Had we not been obedient and do you know the lives that would have still been on hold? Listen, when God tells you to do something, do what God is telling you to do. Move when God says move, because you don't know who is waiting on you. You don't know who is waiting for you to hold that conference. You don't know who is waiting for you to write that next book. You don't know who is waiting for you to produce that next song. You don't know who is waiting for you to ask that next question. You don't know who is waiting on you to do what God told you to do, because their breakthrough is in you. Do what God told you to do. I don't care if it don't look popular. I don't care if people tell you not to do it. I don't care if people tell you, if people tell you, oh, you didn't hear from God. Listen, when you know you heard from God, do what God is telling you to do. Because it is then that the hand of God will move in alignment with what He has called you to do, and you will see God move in ways that He has never moved before in your life. But you got to do what God is calling you to do. You got to do what God is telling you to do. It is vitally important. The Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice. The lives of these women would have been sacrificed. Their destinies, their purpose would have been sacrificed. The connections that were made, women connected with women.
I think that was the best thing for me.
Women connected with women that they had.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a whole.
It's a big.
This is a whole.
Oh no. Oh no. They better not fight. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all gotta see, because y'all know I'm not easily distracted. When I show you, oh no, they gotta fight. Oh. It is a whole meeting of the dogs. Okay, I just need to show y'all, because y'all probably like, what in the heck they got going on? I need y'all to see this, because trust me, look. Y'all see? See it? Can y'all see? A big dog. He better come up here. He don't play like he don't play like other dogs play. I just want y'all to see what we was talking about. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So listen, when God tells you to do, I just knew it's good. People, but yes. When God tells you to do something, do what He's telling you to do. There are people that are waiting; their destinies are hanging in the balance, waiting for you to make the move that God told you to move. With that being said, D, anything else?
I'm just gonna piggyback on her. It's so important to um to like I always say this thing. T I was like, no, don't do nothing scared. Don't do nothing scared. But my thing is like if God tell you to do it, like me, like I'm
I
type of
say
person.
don't do nothing scared. I am always saying do it afraid, honey.
Okay, yes, do it afraid. Like there's a whole there's so many people that is bidding on your yes. It's so many live souls that's bidding on your yes. And to see, I think that's what I really love about conferences is to see that people come from everywhere and all these relationships are formed. Like there were so many different relationships that was formed after the conference, and I just that's what I kept seeing. Like, oh yeah, that's my boo. Like, one thing that was really meaningful for me is like I don't have a lot of family here in Tampa. I just have my immediate family or whatever. So um I'm Haitian, you know, ça passe. But
You're not Haitian.
so so a lot of my they don't come to the events that we host. But I was so blessed for my nieces to be able to be there in the conference and be able to see the stuff that we're doing. Like it meant a lot, and it opened. Like there was one of my nieces that literally her eyes were open. It was like she's activating, she's moving, she's doing new things, she's stepping out on faith. Like I think that's it. Step out on faith, do your thing, let God give God your yes. That's it, that's all.
Right, sis. Yes, I'm listening. Okay, listen. So I want to share something with you guys. I'm going to share something with them.
That's what I was about to say too.
I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to share
Hold
something
on,
with
y'all
you.
ready? Are y'all ready?
I need y'all to make sure you share
Oh.
this with your friends because this is something that I have not released yet. This is something that I haven't said yet. Only those that are close to me know what I'm about to say.
Are y'all ready?
And
Let
not
me
to
know if y'all
mention
ready.
the one woman of God who confirmed it. But not a lot of people know what I'm about to say. This is huge for me because honestly, you guys, like I'm gonna be honest with you. It is easy.
See, you're distracted. The
Dogs
enemy
not
don't want
supposed
you,
to bark when they in house. And
and you're being distracted.
all
God,
right,
the enemy don't want you to say what you're going to say. Go
all
ahead.
right, make sure y'all share this.
He can learn. Is he just laying there? Oh,
He laying there. He laying there. He waiting for his master. Okay, so I want y'all to share this because, like I said, a lot of people don't know what I'm about to share, but I'm very excited. And
I'm excited, but I'm like, oh.
the whoosh ought to be gone from us, honey. The whoosh, because with this conference right here, God did the whoosh. Okay, so
I don't understand.
oh. That's the woman of God that opened the door. So let's check it. So at the conference, we met this lady. I met this lady. I was introduced to this lady. Her name is Ms. Jack. I don't know if she's on here or not, but
And I know people that was at the conference should know her.
yeah, people at the conference will know her. I want to just
What's happening?
I wanted to make sure that Ms. Jack
I'll
was
tag
on
her.
here. Okay, tag her, please. All right. So at the conference, I met this lady named Miss Jack. Okay, and this was the last day. So I'm telling you guys about vision. I'm telling you about connections. Listen, oh. I need to tell y'all about the power of the room. I need to tell you about the strategy of the room. When God puts you in rooms with people, listen, don't underestimate the rooms that God gives you access to. Don't underestimate the rooms that God puts you in. Listen, there are rooms. One of the best things that I keep hearing about the conference were the breakout sessions. The breakout sessions where women got to get with mentors, leaders coaches and got to have intimate deposits and impartation poured into them. It was so amazing, the power of the room, because we ended Sunday. On Saturday, the room was full. It was weighty. Okay. And so I was, this was the last day of the conference.
No,
And
Sunday was the last day of the conference.
this was the day before the last day of the
Okay.
conference. And so Miss Jack, I saw her in the hallway, and she said to me, everybody was taking pictures, and she said to me, she said, I I don't know what drew me to your flyer, but I saw your flyer and I just knew I had to be here. She said, I hopped on a plane by myself from Texas, and I came to the conference. And I was like, oh my God, from Texas. Amazing, right? Because I'm just little old me. I'm just little old me. I'm from Plant City.
You need to stop saying little old me.
I am just little old me. I'm just little old me from Plant City.
Bless a little humble heart.
and so like, to think that somebody would come from Texas to a conference that we're doing in Miami was so amazing. Mind you, I had women tell me that they hadn't been on a trip in 8 years without their husband. So to hop on a plane and come out of state somewhere. I had women who told me they hadn't looked in a mirror, looked at themselves in mirror in over 5, 6, 7 years because they didn't like what they saw. So I'm telling you, things happen. Anyways, Miss Jack, okay? Miss Jacqueline. So I see her, and she told me that she got on the plane from Texas. And so, mind you, me and my little greedy self, we've been trying to get to Texas for the longest so we can get to the turkey leg cut.
Turkey leg.
I'm greedy, y'all.
We greedy.
We greedy. You could tell we greedy.
I got so excited when you said turkey leg cut. I just came up.
I see you set up. Turkey leg hut. That's so fun. So I'm on a diet every other week.
That's probably why I have this thing of going on up here.
No problem. Anyways,
Shawty,
get off now. Exit.
Without us.
Anyways, so I said to Miss Jack, Texas, we've been trying to get to Texas for the longest. And she said, now mind you, me and my little carnal self, I'm thinking about turkey leg.
And she thinking about a conference. That's a distraction.
Whole distraction. And so I'm thinking about turkey leg, and Miss Jack thinking about Kingdom. So Miss Jack says to me, oh, you trying to get to Texas? Say no more. You're there. Let's show these sisters how it's done. And I was like, whoa. You know how people just talk, whatever, how people just talk or whatever. But for some reason, it just resonated in my spirit when she said it. It's like something in me just leaped, like a baby in me just leaped. And that thing just stayed with me, okay? I need for y'all to share because I'm getting ready to share something really, really big right now. I'm getting ready to share, okay? Anyways, so listen. So I get home, and I am toiling over, God, Texas. You want me to go to Texas? Like, was she serious? Is she for real? Like, what, in Texas? That's what we're doing. And night after night, and I was thinking, Texas, what are we gonna do in Texas? Like,
riding on a horse?
No, we're not riding on a horse. Never mind.
Whoa.
No, we're not singing that. We're not singing. Did you have to sneeze up this way? You could have sneezed over that way.
I'm sorry. This is the problem with COVID. Now people can't even sneeze.
You don't need to. You don't need you. Oh no! Oh hell no!
Oh, geez, look at my eyes.
Your eyes look the same. You got one more sneeze, sis. We got one more sneeze. Anyways, so it's you better choke on it. You better choke on it.
Hello?
You better choke on that sneeze.
Oh my God, my eyes is watering. See,
you need to sit back. See, we're on live. You're snorting.
See, my allergies are bothering me.
You need to get your allergy pill when you go live. That's inappropriate. People Bianca said, "Oh no, sis." But laugh back, laugh back.
I'm
You need
trying.
to laugh up. You need to laugh back.
I'm trying. Oh God.
It's new rules of COVID. No laughing up. You just gonna keep doing everything.
I can't. Oh.
Anyways, let me tell y'all this so I can let her go because I can't be around this kind of stuff. I ain't had COVID since last year.
T, no, you had COVID after that.
That was the beginning of the year.
You
Oh
said-
no, that was New Year's. So, anyways, fast forward. So I get home and Texas is just resonating. It's just sitting there in my spirit. I'm tussling. I'm like, why is this just sticking with me? Why is this sticking with me, Texas? And Miss Jack says, just let me know, let me know. So I think I made mention to it to Dia, what have you. And that following weekend there was a conference. Dale was hosting her conference, and I wanted to go to her conference, and now typically I don't understand.
What was so funny to you, Tavis? So what was so funny to you, Tavis? I'm just trying to understand.
So he I go to her conference, and now typically this is me, right? If I'm a late person, God, y'all pray for me. Stretch your hands this way. Pray for me because I need.
It's
to be
not
on
a matter
time.
of praying. It's
No, ma'am. I can't believe you was finna go in as late as you be. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Anyway,
See, he said the comment Tiana tried to whisper. Oh my God. Y'all heard her?
it was New Year's, Tavis.
And you keep going?
It was New Year's. I had to explain.
Oh my God. Tavis, thank you for telling us that you heard that. T, relax. Keep talking. Oh my God. You gotta do
This is what's wrong with lives. You can't do like take one, take two. This is what's wrong with lives. Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Now, where did you get it from?
Take 10.
Oh my God.
Just let it go. Let's pretend. Let's just keep going. Keep going.
But Tavis gonna keep on laughing about it.
Just keep going. Keep going. Oh my God. I hope nobody else heard it. Maybe nobody else heard it.
Now, Bianca heard it.
No, Bianca said, "Oh no, sister, you doing all that coughing." Back to what I was saying. So, anyways, I go to Dale's conference, and again, I'm a late person, so typically if I'm like really late for something, I'm like, Lord, I might as well just go ahead and stay home because they're gonna be started or whatever. But for some reason I was so determined to get to Dale's conference, and even my husband, he was trying to keep me home. And even my husband tried to keep me home, but I was like, I'm gonna go, although it's late. So I go to the conference and I get there, and guess what? It ain't even started yet. Now I'm like, God, like I was just waiting for you. I was waiting for you to get there. All right, God, I got you. So I get there, and there's a program, but I didn't know that the program had switched up. And so the woman of God that spoke that evening, I promise you, God be setting me up. I promise you, He does. Listen,
Baby, sis been on flow ministry for the last few months, baby. Up into the conference, baby. Sis been on flow ministry.
just calm down.
Sis been on flow ministry.
It's okay. It's okay. You need to be on flow ministry.
My God, you need to stop whispering.
So listen, I get there, and the woman of God speaks. Pastor Joy Broughton, she speaks, and then they do it. Call everybody up for prayer, and I go up there to prayer, and this is what the woman of God says to me. Now, mind you, well, let me see. Should I tell them what she said first, and then tell them?
Tell them what she said first.
All right. So the woman of God says to me, she begins to prophesy over me, and then she says, and I was trying to get the recording so you guys can hear, but she says to me, and I see you going to Texas. I see your ministry, your event going to Texas. And I was like, huh? And she was like, and let me tell you how, and this is me talking because I was blown away. Because who knew that I was toiling with God about Texas? Who knew that? Who knew but God? Nobody but God knew, right? But let me tell you how accurate God is. You knew a little bit, but you didn't even know that morning. I don't know what you was doing. You didn't know what was happening that morning. Every morning I was waking up like, God, I just don't understand. Like, what do you want me to do? And so I'm toiling over Texas, and the woman of God says, I see you going to Texas. And then this is how accurate God is, because he always confirms his word, and he wants you to know that it was him. She comes back and she says, I see you toiling between Atlanta and Texas, but God says you're going to Texas. I promise you that very morning, because when we got ready to do the conference for Miami, we had already said before that we were going to go to Atlanta, right?
Yep.
So when God said go to Miami this year, we thought, okay, well, next year we'll be in Atlanta. So now when Texas comes about, I'm going back and forth with God. God, like, I don't want to miss you. I need to know, what are you saying to me? What do you want me to do? Like, where do you want me to go? I don't want to miss you. God, I need you to tell me, because we need to get this started. And so he says to me, I go to the conference and he says to me, it's Texas. He confirms. So next year, get your plane tickets ready, honey. Get ready, because we are going to Houston, Texas.
We're going to be eating turkey leg.
That's all you think about, huh? That's all you think about. That's all you think about? Okay.
We're going to have turkey leg.
Houston, Texas, here we come. And this is how amazing God is. Like, minding my own business, when God confirmed it is Texas that we're going to, I said to God, okay, God, when do you want me to do it? And what did he say to me? April 20th. I go to the calendar, I look at April 20th, and I'm like, April 20th, April 24th, when he gave me that word, it was 9 months.
Oh, 420? And that's a National Smoke Day?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. Hey, last time he told us to go to Miami, it was a week after the
No, it was the same weekend of the marijuana thing.
Why you always having us do stuff on marijuana days? I used to smoke back in the days. I ain't mind.
I ain't never smoked in my life.
So yes, so let me tell you, get your plane tickets ready, because we are going to Texas next year, April the 20th. Give me a calendar. April 20th through 24th, I believe it is. It's 9 months. It's 9 months to give birth to this baby. God's going to be doing some things. We're going to scout out the land in Texas. I'm so excited about it. Get ready for what God is about to do. Is it right? April 20th?
April 20th through the 23rd.
April 20th through the 23rd. We are going to Houston, Texas. We will be there. So more information is coming, but make sure you share. Make sure you get your girls. Make sure you get ready. But we will be in Houston, Texas next year. It has been so amazing, as it always is, to talk to you guys, to fellowship with you, to share what God has going on with us and with Tiana's Tea. It's so amazing to see my team members on here supporting, and all of you guys. Love you so much. And we
Hold on, wait. We have a few announcements.
Oh, breast cancer.
Okay, so we have a breast cancer event. I'm gonna tag.
No. Oh no. Listen.
Oh no,
We have a breast cancer event, and listen,
I'm
it is a
raising money
competition.
right
I'm raising money.
I'm gonna.
This
post
is my
link right
broadcast.
now. Hello.
Okay, so check it. It's my broadcast. So I need some nice chairs.
I need everybody to donate.
Donate.
Shade for her link for me.
No, why y'all putting y'all link? If you see a link come up, it's fraud.
Hello.
How y'all gonna put y'all link up before mine?
Oh my gosh, Shade don't post hers.
Oh no, I got it. I find my link. Hold on, y'all. I have to find my link, because listen, we need you guys to donate to our link, to our fundraiser because right now I'm in the lead. Ha. It is a competition, but listen, it is for a good cause. We are going to be celebrating women who have survived breast cancer, whether in life and death. I don't know why my link is so long. It is definitely October the 8th. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hold on, T. Hold on.
Oh my God, I don't understand.
Just keep talking.
It is definitely October the 8th. It starts at 4:30. That's what time cocktail hour starts. This is one of our this is one of our fun events. It is so exciting to get out and to be able to celebrate women who have survived breast cancer. In addition to that, we are going to be giving out scholarships to students who lost their mom to breast cancer under our scholarship program called Keep Her Dream Alive. Keep Her Dream Alive. So actually, Bianca's a whole trader.
Hold on, I'm gonna erase a message. Don't worry about it.
You can't. Oh no, D, you raggedy.
Multi,
stop.
Wait.
No.
Hold on one second. Keep talking.
I can't see 3 scholarships, and yes, we will also. While you're doing that, you could be sharing the link for job form. So if you know a student who lost a mom to breast cancer and you want to nominate that student, they're on their way to.
Hold on, T. Hold on. Keep talking.
You're a whole distraction, man.
I was trying to pin my comment.
I'm telling y'all, do not use those links. Use the link right here. This is the link to use. This is the link to use. Use this link. You can donate to the Scholarship Foundation, and also we will be recognizing 3 women who have been a phenomenal monument in the fight and the support towards breast cancer. So you can donate to this
Why
link.
your link look like a paragraph?
I don't know. That's what y'all gave me. So you can donate to this link right here. But listen, come out and have a great time with us. It's going to be at the Orlo House. We have Candy the violinist. Oh my gosh, we have.
I'm gonna drop the registration link. T, is that your phone ringing?
No.
No. Yeah, you just got it.
That will be. We have Kim Jenkins. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Kim Jenkins.
Gotta be sick of me.
Gotta be sick of me. Yes, she will be hosting our breast cancer event. We also have $1 Million Divas. That's my grandbaby, y'all, and her dance group. They're going to be doing a special presentation.
It's not her dance group.
It is her dance group.
Oh my God.
It's her dance group. It's the dance group she's a part of, so it's hers. She takes personal pride in her dance group.
Okay.
Hello, it's my grandbaby. And they're going to be doing a special presentation. Oh my gosh, we have Alicia Aldona. She's going to be singing. We also have Janelle that's going to be singing, and we have some more amazing entertainment for you guys.
We have Frankie Brown.
Frankie Brown will be playing the clarinet. Amazing.
It's just lit, y'all.
It's going to be lit. We have Tipsy Tampa that's going to be doing amazing cocktails for us. And so we are so excited about what's going to be happening on October the 8th. I'm going to delete it. What's happening? Anyways, that's what I was saying. So listen, make sure you donate to the link that I showed you. It's just a.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna post this.
Post what?
This. The registration.
And also make sure you register. Registration is almost full, you guys. I think we have.
Yeah, 70% of it full.
70%. It's only like 20 seats left.
My bad, y'all. 80%. But vendors, we're still looking for vendors. If you want to be a vendor.
How many vendors we need? We need 4 more vendors. Yes.
No, 5.
Why?
What do you mean why? Yes, 5 vendors. Okay, she's saying 4. Okay. 5 vendors. If you want a vendor, my name is Danita St. Louis. Holla at your girl.
Holler at her. Oh, I didn't tell him. We just booked the DJ. The DJ that tours. I don't know this. I'm just gonna say the DJ that tours with the 69 Boys. We just booked him, so he will
You
be
excited about
DJing.
that?
That wasn't your era. That was my era. The 69 Boys was my era.
See,
They're not your era. They're not your era. Y'all have like Lil Durk and stuff. Y'all
who's
got,
that?
I don't know, Lil Durk, Lil Baby. Some
See,
y'all
just
got these
saying
people.
stuff, man, for Lil Durk.
Y'all ain't got Lil Durk is somebody.
It is, but the way you said, tooted your lip to say that, you didn't need to say that.
Yeah, that's who y'all got. Y'all don't have. We had 69 Boys, Uncle Luke, Juvie. Don't play.
You excited?
You know I am. Inappropriate. Inappropriate. No. Inappropriate. Inappropriate, Sade. Anyways, y'all come out and have a good time with us and let us turn up with our sisters who have. Do you listen to Lil Durk? All right, you take this. She know Lil Durk. Y'all come out and turn up with us. This is going to be such an amazing time, presentation for us to celebrate, our sister survivors. And we actually have a male survivor.
We have a good bit of survivors.
We have a male survivor, right?
Yes.
Yes. This year is a little different because we don't talk about this a lot, but we actually have a male breast cancer survivor. And so, yeah, there are statistics that show that men do get breast cancer. Because breast cancer is not about having boobs. It's not about having boobs. It is actually about. That's my phone.
Oh yeah, that's yours.
Whole friend ain't it? So, anyways, yeah, come out, turn up with us. I think Dee was supposed to be posting the link, but instead she posted her donation link. And yeah, register. It is co-ed. Again, we have a great time. So come on.
You.
Breast tissue, breasts. Y'all want to call them boobs? You call them
Titties.
That's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. That's this new generation. We don't say stuff like that. That's inappropriate. That's slang language. We don't say that. You imagine watching a little girl walk around saying, "Mama, my titty hurt."
I don't imagine that.
You gonna be okay with that? Exactly. That's you gonna be okay with that? Exactly. Say what you want your child to say. Say what you want your child to say. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So sorry it took so long because Dee and her distractions. You were talking about not just women get breast cancer. Exactly. Thank you, Sade. Back to what we were saying. It's the breast tissue. So it's not just about women getting breast cancer because men have breast tissue as well. Then you got distracted. Dee distracted me. It's a whole distraction. We love y'all.
What is that?
That's my bye.
Bye, guys. We love you. Click on my link. Click on my link. Click on my link. Click on my link.
That's
Click
the
on my link. Hey,
that's the little
click
dirt
on my
stuff.
link. Click. Click on my link. Click. Don't end